What's going on, melon farmers? D-Mac back with another episode of the Hamilton Huskies franchise mode for NHL 21. If you haven't already, scroll down and hit that like button. This one. We are going to start the year 11 offseason. We have got a lot of friggin' work to do. We got taken out in 5 games in the first round. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to view contracts. I have been kind of mulling it over to myself. We got Sawyer Goren, who actually, it looks like he dropped to 86 overall. He is now like a second line center. What we're going to do is we are going to fire all of our coaches and just start from scratch. I think I would like to get him extended like short term. So if I could maybe just get him for like 2 years or something, or you know what, even just 1 year as an RFA. He doesn't want to sign an extension, but the only problem is, if I'm going to get new coaches, I want to make damn sure all my guys are going to fit really, really well, you know? So I do want to have him signed. That's the only thing. So I think we would have to go down. What if I was to pay him 9.3 for 1 year? We got a lot of cap space. We've got a couple of rookies that are going to be coming up, making the leap this year. So we're going to have a ton of cap space because we are going to have a pretty young team. But I want to get a young team that maybe doesn't have the highest overalls in the world, but I want to get a young team that is still going to have such amazing chemistry that they are still going to be able to, relatively anyway, dominate, and then who knows, maybe go deep in the playoffs. And I want Sawyer Goren to be a huge part of that. So I'm going to offer him a 1-year deal. Now, one of the next things I did want to worry about too was Cyrus Evans. We do have to move on from him. He had kind of a miserable year. The 1 year that he was with us was kind of a miserable one. And David McGratton was actually kind of the better goaltender out of the two of them. I know he was just the backup, but he's a 25-year-old prospect that we drafted. He was 16-6-3, had 2 shutouts, a 9.14, 2.48 in the playoffs, had a 9.20 in the 3 games he played, a 2.34. The guy's a great goaltender, so I do want to sign him. He wants 1 year, 6.6. Holy crap, dude. Oh, man, I really want to get McGratton signed. And then in the system, we have got Derek Hillen, who is a, RFA. That's the friggin' ridiculous word I'm trying to say right now. He's an RFA after this season because Stefan Jacobson? Yeah. Him, and I think Pierre Laflamme possibly might be our AHL goaltending tandem moving forward. But actually, I'm not 100% sure. To be really honest, I don't know. I think even if I was to sign Pierre Laflamme right now, he might still have 1 more season in the QMJHL. He might come up to the AHL, but he might still have a year in the QMJHL. My brain does not work today at all. We got a lot of goaltending prospects, but Pierre Laflamme is 100% the goalie of the future. I think he could be 75, 76 at the beginning of next year. Like, this guy is the real deal, man. He really is the real deal. But Derek Hillen, I do want him. I do want him to sign a contract. He wants a one-way contract. So if I was to offer him 1 year, and that makes him a UFA after. Oof, that's the only thing I don't like about that. I think I'll wait on him because he's an RFA. I'm not going to worry too much. I know we're going to be able to lock down Derek Hillen, but Cyrus Evans, we are going to try and get that contract off of our books. So another big question I was thinking was maybe even moving on from, say, Ryan McFarland, but then I see that Sawyer Goren actually dropped. And you know what? He could drop to like top 6 forward potential because he was a legitimate top line guy that just didn't play on the top line like ever, even though he's pretty much the best. He was the best producing player in the playoffs for us, and he is one of the best goal scorers this team has ever had. So what we are going to do is, I'm going to keep saying advance day until Sawyer Goren either signs that contract or doesn't. I think we're just going to stick with the picks we have. It was an easy decision. Okay, so he's coming back for a year. Perfect. Then when we go to view contracts, yet again, another thing I wanted to do before we get too far. I mean, we got 35-year-old Jonathan Drouin as well, right? He is a first-line forward. He wants to come back. He's got ridiculous poise. Great second-line sniper. I am thinking about maybe holding on to him for one more year. We got my boy Jude Bolesky, who I'm hoping is just a top-line guy this year. He is an absolutely tremendous friggin' hockey player, man. Oh, and then I believe after free agency, he is due for an extension, right? Yeah, because it's going to subtract another year from these contracts, right? So Sawyer Goren's got his 1-year extension kicking in. Bouchard, I think we got for 2 more years. Wouldn't mind using him on like the second pairing and going for a really, really powerhouse friggin' offensive defenseman, maybe grab in free agency that fits on this team, or even just look around the league and find one that fits, right? Then we got Neil Pionk, who I am moving on from. He is very, very old, so we're going to be moving on from him. Frankie Vetrano, the 2-way forward, would actually like to keep him for the 4th line. I'm really, Kirill Maximov, he can go, but Frankie Vetrano, I want to see what he wants. He wants 2.45 for 2 years. I don't want him for 2 years, but I would get him for 1 year at like, you know what? That's a little much to pay for someone that you're most likely going to use on that 4th line. I don't know that I want to pay a 4th liner $2 million. And then we got my boy Troy Riley, who is depth defender now, so he's a legitimate NHL defenseman. Not the greatest defensive awareness in the world, but he is good. We're going to really, really search and try and find that next great coach for this team. Am considering using Kalle Rensfeld somewhere, but he is 26. He's got that high top 6 forward, or top 6D potential. He's a New York Islanders draft pick. Oh, and he is expiring. He doesn't want to come back, though. So you know what? People that don't want to come back, I'm not really going to force them to come back. And Mike frickin' Hickey, 35 points for the 24-year-old kid. We took 27th overall. Would love to see some growth out of him. I think he's kind of a career 3rd or 4th liner, but I'm kind of fine with that, So in this way, yeah, like I said, we got a lot of things to cover in this episode. We got a lot of people that are not going to be coming back. So Jonathan Drouin, I will see after the draft and everything, kind of where we land on that. So first off, the first thing I'm going to do, though, is I am going to fire everybody, man. It's going to cost us $0. I'm sorry, Zach Parise, but you got to go, buddy. You got to go, guys. All right, we're going to take a lot of time here, and we are going to really, really go through it and try and find someone who just fits really, really well with this team, someone who everyone's going to gel really well with, maybe sign them for like 3, 4, 5 years, get a really good system going, and we can just move ahead with that, right? So we have been through, 3 or 4 coaches in 10 years. I think we've been through 3 coaches in 10 years. So that's not so premium, but now we've got no coaching staff in the NHL at all. And let's see what happened here. LA won the draft lottery, followed by Calgary, Nashville, Columbus, St. Louis, Boston, Montreal, San Jose, Pittsburgh, Carolina, Vegas. Boston has pick number 6 and pick number 12 and pick number 15. Oh my God, man, that's crazy. All right, and then Chicago's up there as well. Detroit has the 14th pick from Buffalo. Poor Buffalo, man. They could have got into the lottery, but they traded their first-round pick to the Detroit Red Wings, man. Oh, here we go. So, Central Scouting Rankings. I actually don't really know where our pick is going to... Ooh, this kid could be something special, man. Roy Cummins. Sarnia Sting player here. What has he got going on? He had 98 points. He was a plus 11. He's just a little guy, though. 5'9", 165. Right wing / left wing. Then we got Jaden Foligno. Ooh, Russian defender, man. I wouldn't mind. Ooh, who do we got here? Tate goalie. Left winger. Oh, my goodness. Is that 121 points in the WHL? Holy crap, man, for this left winger. Look at how many shots he took. Look at how many game-winning goals, power play. He had over 50 points on the power play. Oh, my God. 5'10", 179. Is he a sniper? Is he a playmaker? What is this kid? He was playing 19 minutes. And oh, yeah, they don't have advanced stats, man. This Tate goalie kid, though, man. I don't mind this kid at all. Ranked 4th. Let's take a peek at him, man. Who else do we got? Left defender, Pascal Lavasseur. He plays in the QMJHL for the Sherbrooke Phoenix. He plays 25 minutes a night. He had freaking 48 points. Man, we got some good prospects here, man. Jaden Redden, he's another defender. That's cool. Caleb Doherty, right wing, he had 64 points. Julius Tennell, he had 79 points in 70 games for the Red Deer Rebels. Man, this looks like it could be a decent friggin' top 10. And they're thinking we're probably picking like 25th or something. So we got a left defender named Jonah Bishop who has 29 points in 69 games. Sean Dillman, who's a left winger for the Prince George Cougars in the WHL, who had 34 points in 68 games. We got Joel McDonnell. He's another defender. He had 20 points. I don't mind this Bishop kid, though. Left defender. He's 6'3", 209 pounds. Wouldn't mind him or him. Couple defenders. We got Jacques St. Louis, who had 52 points in 58 games for the St. John's Sea Dogs in the QMJHL. Nothing wrong with that kid. Jakub Novoseltsev. Not so much. Skylar Menard. James Haynes. Ooh, 59 points. 59 points in 69 games for a left winger for the Edmonton Oil Kings, but he was playing on their second line, so that could be another interesting person. Anyway, we will look at that a little more as time goes on when we do the draft interviews and stuff like that. T. Halsey retires. Panarin retires. Oh my. Hoobie-Doo, Nuge, Stoner, Couturier, JT Miller, Mika Zibanejad, Kyle Palmieri, Tomas Hertl, Jonathan Marchessault, OEL, Mo Riles, Brock Nelson, Jakob Silverberg, El Nino himself, Yanni, Rusty, Charlie Coyle, Philip Danault, Nikita Gusev, Kevin Hayes, JG Pageau, that's a sad one, man. Zach Sanford, Hampus Lindholm, Jakob Trouba, Evan Rodriguez, Jakob Slavin, Drake Kajula, JT Comfer, Scott Lawton, Ryan Hartman, oh my good, Radek Fox, Jesus, did everybody retire this year? What's going on? Tuukka finally retires at the age of 43. Steady Freddy, Robin Leonard, David Riddick, Peter Mrazek, John Gillies, Jonas Johansson, Ville Huso, Spencer Martin. It's a couple of these guys really weren't that old, man. Brandon Halverson, look at this suit and tie wearing guy. Look at this kid. And now we should be pretty much at the pre-draft interviews. And that is, okay, what do we got? Mo Riles and Mika Zibanejad are now coaches. Okay, that's cool. All right, so we're here at the draft interview stage where I do want to look at this Jaden Foligno guy, this left defender. He had 12 points in an A-plus league, playing on the second pairing or maybe the third pairing. But then we got Tate Goalie. You know, he had 121 points. I want to talk to this guy. This is the guy, man. He had like 50-something special teams points. So I do want to see... Playstyle was the one I go to, right? It's been a while since I've done this. So let's go to Playstyle. We'll go to readiness. He is... What is he supposed to be? Number 4, right? He's ready now. So he's NHL ready. Okay, perfect. Playstyle. Let's see what we got, man. He's a playmaker. Okay, so he's an NHL-ready playmaker. I'm actually kind of leaning towards this Tate Goalie guy. You know he can put the damn puck freaking in the net, man. Strengths. Here we go, baby. What's your greatest strength? It's got to be my skating. So he's a super speedy, not too big, not too small playmaker. So that is very cool. That's what I'd like to see, man. So this, yeah, NHL-ready playmaker. Tate Goalie. I wouldn't mind getting this kid on our team, man. Medium elite, I believe that. And yeah, no, he's a really solid player. 5'10", 179. I got no beef with that at all. So this Jaden Foligno guy, maybe we'll lose him. Then we got Pascal Levasseur. Yeah, I think I'd like to talk to this guy. Maybe think about moving on from a couple assets that we got there. And maybe think about building a younger, faster, better team. Let's see what his readiness is. He's what, pick number 6? He's NHL ready as well. Beautiful. All right. How do you play on the ice, man? Yeah, he's two-way defender. I like that. I like that. New topic. Let's go. Let's see what we're talking about, baby. Skills. Give me your strengths. Give me your strengths. It's going to be skating again or something, isn't it? Skating, yeah. So all these players are super fast. Once you get like 10, 11 years into the future in this game, it's like, oh, punch the microphone. Once you get like 10 or 11 years into this game, man, it's like so many of the stats are like so wrong. So he is an NHL-ready defenseman, left defender, two-way guy. I'm thinking he's probably like 76, 77 overall, and probably like top 4D potential. So there's one more guy we can talk to down to where we have our pick. We got this guy, Jonah Bishop. He was the guy. I want to talk to him. With the he'll probably be picked like 25th. So we're gonna take a look at him, and I'm actually considering moving on from someone, and I feel like I need a few seasons. So he's 3 years out. I am fine waiting for prospects, man. I feel like I'm a stay-at-home defenseman. Okay, so I don't know that I really want him too much then. We got a lot of defensive defensemen and defensive defenseman prospects. Like we got, what is his name? Surrey there. What's his name? Skip Surrey or something like that. More than happy to discuss my strengths and weaknesses. Kind of went off on a tangent, forgot what I was talking about. Defense is my best trait. Okay, yeah. So he has ridiculous defensive awareness. That is a good thing to have. But again, we got Parento, we got Surrey, or it's Spike Surrey? Yeah, that's his name. Spike Surrey. Yeah, we got a couple defenders that are likely coming up. I'm hoping Troy Riley is going to grow a little bit, and maybe I could even use Troy Riley in a top 4 role this year. Maybe get him some more points. 3 years out, he's like Larry Murphy. Wow, okay. So then Joel McDonnell, we can kind of forget about him. So let's do this, man. We are at the NHL entry draft. I did just sign Sawyer Goren to an extension, so he should have value again. All right, so let's join into the NHL entry draft. Are there any teams anywhere around here that want to trade their pick? Not really, but I think I'd like to go for that number 4 pick to try and get my dude here. You know what? Actually, I don't think I want to go for the number 4 pick just to be certain. I think I'd much rather go for the number 3 pick. Let's see what we can add. Goren, I could move on from Goren, bro. I think I could move on from... Oh my god, Evan Bouchard! Okay, we're moving on from Evan Bouchard. We'd have to throw in a sweetener, man. Is there anybody I would be willing to throw in there, dude? You know what? I'm thinking I would throw in... Would they do it? I don't want to throw in Burmistrov. Still love that guy. But Cale Fleury, I would throw him in there. Cale Fleury and Evan Bouchard for the number 3 pick at the draft. Rejected. Okay, I'd have to add just a little bit more, man. So what if I went for the number 5 pick? I'm almost guaranteed to get at least one of them, you know? Maybe St. Louis wants some of what I got. Yep, they want Bouchard. So I would give them Evan Bouchard and next year's second. And then you got to sweeten that deal a little bit more, man. So I'll give you, again, another second round pick. Let's see if we can get pick number 5. We cannot. All right, so I'll move Bouchard out of there because I don't really want to get rid of him that bad. And we'll throw Sawyer Goren in there instead. Sawyer Goren and 2 second round picks for the number 5 pick is accepted. We moved on from Sawyer Goren. Holy crap-a-moly. So now we can move on to a nice, shiny new player. So they went with that Foligno guy. Oh my. Okay, so what did we were looking at? We got both of our guys left, goalie and Levasseur. So like I said, we're guaranteed to get one of our 2 guys here. We're guaranteed to get at least one of them. Pick it, and they went for goalies, a 78 overall left wing playmaker. Man, I was really looking forward to having that kid, but we have got ourselves a nice, shiny new NHL-ready defenseman in Pascal Levasseur. He's a 2-way defender, and I like that a lot. He is 77 overall, 2-way defenseman. We could throw him right into the mix, right off the hop if we wanted to. The number 5 pick in 2030. I know Sawyer Goren was a very, very highly scoring, well-thought-of player on this team, but... also, at the end of the day, man, it's like he's going to want to get paid. Ryan McFarland's already getting paid. There's a lot of folks getting paid here. So I want to see who else I had. Here we go. View draft class. Who did we have? It was the number 25 pick, I believe. Yeah, it was this Jonah Bishop fella, pick 25, and I think we have pick 20. When am I doing this? Pick 26. Yeah, let's hope he's still there, man. Oh my... they took him, Jonah Bishop. All right. That's fine. With the 26th pick of the draft. So it wouldn't even have mattered if I would have moved up a little bit. We got Joakim Pickarainen. I don't know, man. We got Joel McDonnell, Jacques St. Louis, Novoselicev. Who else do we got? Skylar Menard. Jamie Haynes, who had that 59-point season. That's not terrible. Sean Lutzer had 42 points in 67 games. Matthias Gilson, 5 points. Philippe Davidson, he had 42 points as well. But I think I'm going to go with that other defenseman here. I think that's who we're going to go for, man. What do we got? Boom, 61 overall, top 6 defensive potential guy. All right. So we'll go to pick 58. The rest of this draft is kind of a write-off. We got like no second-round picks for the next forever, but I want to build a team that's going to win the cup right freaking now. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, never mind. That would be... No. That's in the second round. Chuck Baines. If he's a goaltender going in the second round, he's likely halfway decent. But then we got Javon Hawley, the center from the QMJHL, 40 points in 63 games, playing 20 minutes a night. We got Bear Fair. Desmond Madvichuk. I want to go for Bear Fair. Just because of his name. You know, I'm going to go for this kid, man. Number 58 overall. And he is a top 9 sniper, man. Bear Fair. That's my boy. He's not the greatest shooter in the world. He's not really the greatest anything in the world, but just for his name alone, I'm hoping he grows and I'm hoping he becomes something special, man. Holy. All right, what do we got? We have got Jim Morrison. Okay, we got Jim Morrison coming from the SHL. We got Bernie Aubin. 10 goals, 6 assists in 49 games for the Blainville Bois. Derek Generous. That's an interesting name. Okay. Then we got Juha Houtanen. Cool name. Albert Eves. That's a cool name. Victor Zykov. Troy Lucic. He had 46 points in 63 games in the OHL for the Mississauga Steelhead. Man, I think I got to go for Jim Morrison, man. Right winger, 6'5", 205. My goodness, playing in an A-plus league. Jim Morrison, coming from freaking the SHL. Okay, so he's a two-way forward, 59 overall, bottom 6 forward potential. I'm getting these guys because of their names, right? Oh, man, I don't need any draft picks right now. We got a good few guys that are going to be making their debuts this year. Matty Bang. Damon Okposo, 15 points. What's this? Connor Esposito. He never played, but he could be something special, man. You got to go for at least one goalie. He's not the biggest goalie in the world, but he's a hybrid, 60 overall, backup potential goaltender, and he's number 33. That's fine. Like I said, this draft is a bit of a write-off, but we don't really need too many prospects right now, man. Rich Jaqueezy. Love the name. Kalle Bergqvist. A-League, 3 goals, 1 assist. Looks like he could be a power forward. Colton Sierra, 28 points. Norm DeMaio, 32 points for the little center there. Brody Threlfall had 24 points as a defenseman. Daniel Lachance, 40 points. Liam Brodin. With that Kalle Bergqvist. He's in an A-League. That's the thing. He's only playing on the third line, though. Rich Jaqueezy. Colton Sierra. Left winger. He had 28 points. He was a +7, but he's playing for the Kitchener Rangers. So it's a C- league, and he's on their second line. Could be something. I don't know. We're going to see. I got to get that Canadian boy, man. Low bottom 6. Not so great. All right. That's going to do it for us for this draft, man. So I'd have to go to view contracts again here real quick. We got Johnny Drouin, who I wouldn't mind bringing back for one more year. I mean, yeah, we just got rid of Sawyer Goren, which is kind of depressing, but we do have a lot of guys that we can still hang on to and we can hopefully do something with. Troy Riley is possibly going to want an extension. Austin Wagner is going to have to go. Simon Knack, he can go. Wasn't this the guy? It was Stan Medvedov that I wanted to bring up. He's 23 years old. He's a left wing two-way forward. He had 75 points for us last year. Pascal Furland, I don't think he ever really makes it in the NHL. We had him up for that 1 year. I mean, we got Pascal Lavasseur, who I hope can come up in that first season. This is main roster, though. So if we just get rid of a bunch of people, we're going to have a lot of these guys in the main roster. Where is he? Surrey. There was the guy. I'm hoping he makes it this year. Defensive defenseman. His awareness isn't that great, but he's a tremendous defenseman, man. We took him 27th overall 4 years ago. Who else do we have? Andy Watkins, who we got in the 5th round. Look at his shooting, man. He's a tremendous shooter. Great discipline. I like him. I freaking like him, man. He's 26 years old, but you imagine if he made it, bottom 6 potential, 5th round pick, makes it to the National Hockey League? That would be, what a story. Eh? All right, so then we got goalies, McGratton, Hillen, Laflamme. Yeah, so we got, like I said, we got a lot of work to do, man. We're in the re-sign phase. Okay, so Jude Bolesky was the best playoff performer we currently have under contract. We got rid of Sawyer Goren, which is kind of bittersweet. Not too happy about that, but we will go with it. So who else do we got here? Joshua Roy, sorry. Joshua Roy is a top line center kind of player here. We got him for 4 years at 6.4. We could use him on the top line. It could be Jude Bolesky, Josh Roy, Ryan McFarland. There's our top line right there. Then we can use, if we were to hold on to him, like Jonathan Drouin, Troy Walensky, and then we just need that second center, man. We need that second center. But Stu Suter's going to be making the leap this year. He's a left winger. So who can we hold on to? Frankie Vetrano, I wouldn't mind having him as like a 4th line center. Something like that. That'd be cool. But it's all about what he wants, man. If I could get him for 2 years, I would pay him $2 million for 1 year. I can get behind that. All right. Neil Pionk is too old. We're gonna get rid of him. Kirill Maximov, he just never did make it. You know. Was this Travis Kane? He had 43 points for me. 43 points, and he is a playmaking center. That's the thing. He's got low top 6 forward potential. He's not that great of a center though, and he is an RFA. So I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will qualify him. Rensfeld, I do want to see what he would want. He would want 1.275. I'd give you 1.35 for a year, and I could use him as a 3rd pairing defenseman. Got my boy Stu Suter making the leap this year. Mikey Anderson, I kind of still want to keep him around as like a spare guy, 1.2, and he wants to stick around. So it's like, what if I got you for 2 years, 1.15? Something like that, right? Mike Hickey. I do want to hang on to him. He had 35 points for me this past season. He's 24 years old. In his short career, that is 1 season long, he has 35 points, and he's a plus 17. That's the thing. I do want to hang on to him, right? What would he want? He wants 2.8 for 2 years, but I'll just wait until the end, and I'll qualify him, and then we'll go from there. Anyway, Banksy, we're going to have to move on from. Bunneman, we're going to move on from. Wagner, we're not going to re-sign. Our grinder 4th can go away. Lavasseur, we're going to sign him right off the bat to a 3-year entry-level deal. We got that Fikal kid, playmaking center. He had freaking 80 points last year. Holy crap-a-moly, man. Yeah, what else do we got? Medvedov, he doesn't want to come back. Okay, Simon Knack can go away. We don't need him anymore. But this Medvedov guy, 1 year, 1.2. So he really thinks that he's going to make it in the bigs this year. We could use him as like a 4th line option. If I gave him like 1.3 for a year, we'll throw him on like the 4th line or something like that. Mike Hickey, like I said, I'm going to qualify. Anybody else? Yeah, Travis Kane, I'll qualify. We'll see how little I can get him for. And Johnny Drouin, man, he wants 8.2 for 1 year. I think I could probably get him down to like 7. Might be able to get him down to 7 million for a year. You got to think we're going to be losing that goaltending contract too, right? Goalies. We've got, where the hell is he? That's main roster. There he is, Cyrus Evans, who we have signed for 4 more years at 8.9. So in free agency, we are going to have to just try and trade his contract away, maybe get like a 7th round pick for it or something. Hillen, we are going to qualify at the end of that whole mess. So who else do we have? We've got Rycroft, who's 22, fringe starter. He's not going to make it. Bye. Sorry, bud. Cope, he could go up to 66, 67, 68, maybe 69 overall next year. Could be maybe, I don't know, like a 3rd string AHL goaltender this year coming. I don't know. But I do got to offer him an entry-level deal. There we go. And then I'm thinking this Laflamme kid, Pierre Laflamme, I think I'm going to sign him and maybe use him as our AHL starter this year if the game lets us. And McGratton, I am going to have to sign him to a contract. He wants 1 year, 2.775. So I will offer him $3 million for 1 season. And he is going to be our starting goaltender this year. We're just going to have to seriously beef up our defense if we want to get anywhere with that. So, all right, that's I think that's just about enough for round 1. Of all these signings, who else did we have? Is there anybody else who did not want to come back? Okay, first of all, some of these guys maybe I could think about getting rid of. Bear Fair. Oh, I love his name so much. All right. McDonald, we got Hannon. Okay, what are you? McIntyre, 6. Andy McIntyre is a sniper, but I don't really see him ever going too far. Then we got this guy, low top 6. It's Longy. He had 21 goals last year in the AHL. Corbin Longy, and they made it to the finals. Does he grow? I don't know. And this is what, Wes Oliver, 7th round pick 2 years ago. He was an overager, power forward. I like him quite a bit. I am going to offer him a contract. I do want to get some of these guys kind of given her in the AHL. Then we got Andre Frolov, 5th round pick last year. What's this again? Daryl Lupel, power forward, at 42 points last season. But he's not like in any danger here. Clint Engel, 7th round pick 6 years ago. He had 29 points though, man. He had 29 points, but I don't think he's going to come back. Oh man, Sato, you got to keep him around as a depth guy in the AHL. You just gotta, man. 2-way deal. I don't mind that stuff at all. Then we got my boy Quincy Tarnasky, man. He's a good sniper. Look at that, 99 shot accuracy. He had 37 goals. What an animal. I would love to keep him around. We're going to have to qualify him. Then we got this Pratt, left/right defender, 6'5", 250. What a monster. Holy crap a moly, man. I'd like to hold on to him as well. Reggie Sanford does not want to come back, so we're going to have to build a minor league plus a major league team. We got Wes Keeler, who played very well. He was a 3rd round pick for me 6 years ago. Still, there is a chance he wants a 1-way deal. He thinks he's ready to come up. So I am going to qualify him. Andre Galiev, you got to keep him around because he's just an OG. He's been around forever. Who else? Fikal, he doesn't want to come back. So you know what? Watkins doesn't want to come back. Anyone who doesn't want to come back, I'm not going to keep just stringing him along. He's going to want a 1-way deal, 2 years, 1 way. What is Fikal again? He's a playmaking center. We have too many of those. I'm sorry, Fikal. I got to get rid of you, buddy. Then we've got Pascal Furland. He's probably going to want a 1-way deal. All right. You know what? I'll give him 1.3 for a year and we'll bring him up. We've pretty much, the crazy thing is we pretty much got a full roster already. With just this team that we got. I want to try and keep as much of this in-house as I possibly can, And then we will go through free agency and stuff like that, and we will try to get a much better AHL team this year as well. One that can get to the finals yet again. Really, really help those rookies grow a lot, you know what I mean? So Pascal Lavasseur, he's on the team. Frankie Vetrano came back, so he's probably going to be our 3rd or 4th line center. I would say probably he's probably going to be our 4th line center. Okay, so Jonathan Drouin did not come back. Zach Cope, I was really excited you drafted me. Kalle Rensfeld, he's going to come back. Sato, Stan Medvedov, Andre Galiev, Pascal Furland, David McGratton decided to re-sign with us for that 1 year, $3 million contract. All right, so let's take a peek at the view contract screen where we've got 38 people under contract. Drouin still wants to come back. We got $31 million, pretty much. Pretty much $31 million to still play with. Who else do we got? Longy, he doesn't want to come back. I am going, like I said before, I am going to take someone like Longy, and I am going to, you know what, I'll just qualify him now because they'll just give him 1 year, 800,000, something like that. Frolov has never signed a contract yet. 47 points for Andre Frolov. He's a playmaking center, 5th round pick. He could be 70 overall starting the new season. So you know what? I am going to offer him an entry-level deal. And then, Tarnasky. What does he want? Yeah, he wants a friggin' one-way deal. That's the crazy thing about Tarnasky. So I'm just going to qualify him. And you know what? Pratt, I'm going to qualify him as well. What else? Keeler. I'm going to wait to qualify him because I think I'd like to sign him a little more long-term. Maybe a one-way deal, you know, but not like a big one. He's going to want like 1.4 just for showing up, you know. So Mikey Anderson said no to his contract offer. He wants 1.2 for a year. I'll give it to him and he can continue to be our spare. What else do we got? We just need like Johnny Drouin, man. I don't want to lose him. He was pretty solid for us, man. So I'm wondering if I could get him for, because I offered him what, 7? What if I offer him 7.5 for a year? Like I said, as soon as we get to free agency, I still have to, I got to trade away the Cyrus Evans contract. It's not a great contract. Okay, hold on. Mikey Anderson still saying no, and Johnny Drouin came back. Andrei Frolov. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, my goodness here. What do we got going on? So we still have Evan Bouchard. I need in free agency to get that big time. I want to get that, like, big time freaking offensive defenseman. Someone who's, like, 90 overall that we can just offer a monster contract to. And we can have Gabriel Somers and this new monstrous friggin' defenseman. And then we can go with Bouchard and Burmistrov on that second pairing. And then we can go with, I would say, probably Kalle Rensfeld. But then what do you do with Troy Riley, right? That just got a little trickier. But Kalle Rensfeld, maybe then, you know what? Maybe I won't sign Anderson because I do need to put Troy Riley out there. And I was hoping maybe like Levasseur could go on that third pairing, you know? Maybe Troy Riley and Levasseur, offensive defenseman plus two-way defenders. Not the greatest, but it's not bad. It can work, you know? It can work. And then eventually in the near future, I'd like Levasseur and someone else to be that number one pairing for us. You know what I mean? Oh, man. All right, so you know what? Mikey Anderson, then I'm going to release him, and we're going to use Rensfeldt as the spare defender. It's just Mike Hickey and Kane. Those are the only guys that are really holding out, you know? And then we got to go through our goaltenders, where we got Derek Hillen, who's still holding out on us as well. So we are going to skip ahead to the final day of the re-sign phase, and then we're going to start qualifying people. So we'll get to that final day. Yep. Get to the final day of the contract page. We got a lot of guys that are going to be on the last years of their contract. So Travis Kane, I will qualify RFA. Mike Hickey, I will qualify RFA. And then a couple of weeks down the line, we can begin, was it Wes Keeler? I wanted to qualify him as well. Pratt has been qualified. Tarnasky and Pratt, I expect them to answer that call pretty quickly. Semin, bottom 6, 20 years old. Didn't I just get him? Last year's 7th round pick, power forward. So, yeah, he's an overager, but that's fine. We're going to hold on to him and see how he works out. And then Tendies, we go back here where Zach Cope, he didn't want to sign his entry-level deal. Wow. So he didn't even want to sign with us, man. Zach Cope. All right. And there's no way you can change that. So I'll just have to offer him like a max entry-level deal. Derek Hillen, we're going to qualify him as well. We got McGratton. He's going to be our starter next season. And then Cyrus Evans, as of tomorrow, we got to move on from him and just try and get like a 7th round pick for him kind of thing. And try not to retain too much damn salary. So we got everybody qualified, I think. Just want to take one more quick friggin' look here. Go to all expiring. Everybody's qualified. Derek Hillen's qualified. Zach Cope has been offered a contract. All right, here we go. Advance day, man. Advance frickin' day. Okay, it was an honor to join your team. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, goof. All right, so sign free agents. The first thing we do want to do is look for that defenseman. What do we got? Soderstrom, 85. That's not too inspiring. What do we got? Well, Pierre-Luc Dubois. Could you imagine? How about this Wolfie guy here? No. All right, so those are just the guys that want the most money. Gabriel Velarde wants $14 million a season. Oh my goodness, get out of town. So we're gonna move on to defenseman. Who is the best two-way defender? We need an offensive defenseman. It's not looking like we might find one here. He's a defensive defenseman. So where's the first there? Wow, Ethan Bear is the best offensive defenseman available. Oh my God. We got to go like way into the future here. I'm going to have to give him like a future third round pick. This is absurdly one-sided, and I'm retaining salary. Thank the Lord we got rid of that one. Holy crap. I meant to turn the trade difficulty down a little bit. See, now, yeah, we're back to $28 million in money. Evan Bouchard wants to come back. He had 58 points last year. But other than that, like, nobody on this team wants to come back. Do we got Bunneman? Nah, we're not going to bring you back, man. I need to get rid of you is what I need to do. Troy Riley doesn't want to come back, but we'll figure that all out come contract signing time, right? I think Lance Maloney could very well be ready to come up. What else was it? Yeah, Stu Suter. We know he's ready to come up. A lot of playmakers that are going to be making their debuts, man. So what did I say? I wanted to have McFarland, Josh Roy, and Jude Bolesky. What does Jude Bolesky want? He's going to want stupid dollars and stupid cents. Because he's an RFA. All right, so we got rid of that goaltender. Now this is not what our main roster is going to look like. It is going to be David McGratton and Derek Hillen, but he's not signed yet, so that's why we're having trouble here. Oh my goodness, man. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to look at hiring coaching staff for this gosh darn team, man. But I kind of would like to get some RFAs signed. I don't know if you can really, just only wait this long and then try again. See, Kane, no. What about Mike Hickey now? 2.7 for a year. Wes Keeler, he wants 1.225. Yeah. So you got to wait. You need time to go by, right? So I think we're going to wait a couple of weeks and then we're going to go from there, right? So I think what I'm going to do is go from July 1st to like July 14th. I don't really want to hire a coaching staff. You know, I don't really want to hire a coaching staff until I have most of my lineup like figured out. Oh my God. I'm not giving you a high elite goaltending prospect that's 1 year out. It's not going to happen. Get out of my life. Why are you guys offering me the dumbest trades possible? Damn it. I missed that. I just expected it to be a friggin' trade offer again, so I just gave it up. But that was that Long G fella, so it's not like it's Corbin Long G, isn't that his name? So I'm not overly upset about that. So let's go to view contracts, see if we got any of these restricted free agents to bite and come down a little bit here. So let's see if Kane still wants, now he wants 3.7 for 2 years. Why do you want to get paid so much? You're not worth anything. You know what I mean? You have like no value. Travis Case, because he had, it's because he had 43 points last year, 14 goals, 29 assists. He could grow. I don't know, man. Mike Hickey, he could grow. It's hard to say. That's the thing, right? So this way we could keep him on as an RFA. After this season's done, he's still an RFA. I'll pay him 1.7. Wes Keeler, what does he want? He wants a 1 year, 2-way deal. Okay, so we're going to sign you. Pratt's probably going to be the exact same 2 year, 2-way deal for Pratt. Perfect. And Quincy Tarnasky, I would rather have you for 2 years on a 2-way deal. I like it. And Travis Kane, that would make you an RFA after this season, so I would like to offer you $3.1 million for a season. Boom, there we go, baby. All right, I can deal. Now we're just going to skip ahead a day. A couple of days to see when you guys decide you want to come or go. I think they should. Most of them should accept, you know. Mike Hickey accepted. That's the one we were most worried about. Tarnasky's coming back. Keeler's coming back. Travis Kane. Charlie Pratt. All right. So we got all these guys. And now we can focus on hiring some gosh darn coaches, man. All right. So let's just jump over to coaching staff. We have 0 coaching staff on this team. We're going to hit hire coach. We don't even really have any... We don't really have any AHL friggin' coaching staff either. So... the first thing I want to do is jump on here. I'm going to look at some of these guys. and we're going to figure it out from there, right? So Troy Riley doesn't really fit there. I do want Troy Riley to fit. I want to get a coach that fits very well with this team, but also fits very well with Troy Riley. See that? See, we got a Sidney Crosby. Oh my goodness, that'd be wild, eh? All right, what else do we got? Balanced, 61. Fits with Riley. Does not fit with Troy Walensky. So we just need someone who has that nice mix, right? This is not a terrible mix. Darcy Vigilante. Wow, that's an interesting name. And we'd be grabbing him as our... Man, there's not really going to be that nice of a split, eh? Troy Riley, Maxime Bergevin doesn't fit that bad with him. 47, 45, 61. But man, we lose a lot of those offensive guys if we go with them, right? So what if we were to hire like an assistant coach? We got generalist Ivana Verdovsky. It's an interesting one. All right, so we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Just trying to find a coach that's going to fit well with kind of everyone. Maybe not overly amazingly with everyone. Like Raphael Lebeau fits with pretty much everyone on this damn team. 60, that's Noah Iverson. Man. This is not the easiest thing in the world to find, you know. Fits really well with a lot of these guys. Fits perfectly with Gabriel Somers. Matthew Hopkins. Man. Noah Iverson fits pretty well with kind of everybody, but not perfectly with like anyone, you know. So this is one of those tough ones, man. This is one of those tough ones. That's a defensive coach, right? Defenseman coach. What about this? Who was it? This one. This one, see, still doesn't fit that well with Ryan McFarland. That's a forward coach with B- teaching. That's not terrible. We could go with that. So I'll have to remember him. Forster. We got to remember that. What else? We're just looking through everybody right now. Just trying to find who fits the best. That's not a bad fit for a couple of people. Nicholas Soderstrom. Terrible. Not too terrible. Earl LaBarbera. So we can get a coach nice and cheap doing it this way. Going to the bottom of the barrel to find coaches, man. Mark Scheifele. We could grab Scheifele to get him as our coach, but that really doesn't work that well, man. Holy crap-a-moly, dude. I think most of the good ones are pretty much gone at this point. 50, 39, 52, 47, 65 yet again, Alexander Leperrier. That's a forward coach. I don't mind that. Alexander Leperrier. See, Forster and Leperrier. We'll look at them again, but I do want to go through AHL head coaches and see if they fit on this team at all, you know? Or no, it's just going to show them in the AHL, right? Oh, man. All right. Hold on. So we'll look at Forster. We just got to find him. He's a forward coach, right? He's a forward coach. B- teaching, B power play, B- penalty kill, influences B-, D offense, C defense. So that, I'm like, ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know so much about him. So we're going to look at, where is he? Where are you, buddy? Way down here, eh? Where's Leperrier? There he is. Leperrier, B- offense, C- defense, B- power play, C- penalty kill. So he has less coaching influence, but he is, I would say, the slightly better coach. So I think, honestly, I'd go with Leperrier. We'll get him for, you know what, yeah, 3 years is fine. We're going to have to offer him like $650,000 a year to be our NHL head coach. There we go, man. And then Forster, I'm going to sign on Forrester as our, where is he? Did I already pass him? I don't think so, eh? No, he's up here. He's a forward thinker. I'm going to offer him a 3-year contract as our assistant coach for, I'm going to offer him $600,000. There we go. And then we need an associate coach. Is there anybody else down here that fits pretty well? We got a generalist. C+. What else do we got? Someone who fits with Troy Riley really well, but still fits relatively well with everybody else. 43, not overly. 42, fits with McFarland, fits with Troy Riley, but that's just not high enough for me. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Mark Scheifele. Offense first. Mark Scheifele can be our NHL associate coach. for 3 years. We'll offer him like $550 to be the NHL associate coach. We're now paying almost $2 million to our coaches. That we just got to find someone who's good with goaltendies. So we're going to go for, associate coach, and we'll go right down toward the bottom, find a goalie coach. There isn't one. Are there any goalie coaches in this damn universe? I don't think there's really any goaltending coaches here, eh? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's just keep going. There can't be no goalie coaches, man. You can't have it where there's just no goalie coaches. So we're going to have to go here. We're just going to have to try and find someone who is a goalie coach. There we go. Hlinka, goalie coach. What's his teaching? Teaching B, not terrible. Okay, so he's going to be our NHL goalie coach for the next 3 years, and he can make $500,000 a year. Jan Hlinka, I'm just hoping to God that works out. So then for AHL, we got forward thinker Marian Hossa? Is it Miro Hossa? Nah, his teaching isn't good enough. We need someone with good teaching, like Topi Korpikari. Or Andre Kahn. Not so bad with. Yu Sato's the only person we can see, but he has B- teaching. I'm not too upset about that. We're going to bring him on as the AHL head coach. Do we even need an AHL? No, we don't. So we would need an associate coach. So AHL associate coach, we'll offer him like $492. And then we need an AHL assistant coach. They don't make too much. What about a defense first kind of guy, right? C teaching, C- teaching, C-, C-, C, D, B-, Tuka Kuta. All right, I can work with that. That's fine. So he will be the AHL associate coach, I think, right? What did I offer a contract to the other guy? It was the man, or was this the actual assistant coach job? I don't even remember. So we're just gonna I feel like I offered him the assistant coach job, not associate coach, so I'll offer him the associate coach job. Then we're gonna go down and we're gonna find ourselves a goalie coach for the minor leagues. All right, what do we got? Goalies. What's his teaching? Teaching A. That's what you want. Sylvain Lachance. That's my boy right there. AHL goalie coach, will offer him $300,000 a year. I just hope to God we have the money to pay him, man. Now we can skip ahead a couple of days. All we have is an AHL head coach. Oh, dude, here we go. All right, advance a couple of days so we can see who decided to sign with us. All right, so we got an NHL head coach. Perfect. All right, Mark Scheifele joined the team. That's what you want to see, man. Jan Hlinka is our goalie coach. Now we just need an associate coach for the AHL. He rejected the offer. That's no fun. Tuka, Kuka, Bluka, Shmuka. He decided not to come back. Oh my God, man. Every AHL person rejected the offer. Oh, come on. Oh my good. Marcus Forster, he's coming on as our assistant coach. That's good. So we have an NHL coaching staff. I do want to look at the NHL coaching staff. 84%. So we have 3 offensive coaches and a physical style goalie coach. All right. You know what? I can work with it, man. We just need an AHL coaching lineup. So I'm going to skip through that, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right, so we're skipping ahead now. We're going to see if the AHL coaches decided they want to come around. He's happy to join the team. There's the associate coach. There's the assistant coach. And there is the goalie coach. So we have got coaching staff for everyone. That's what we want to see, man. So let's go to coaching staff where the NHL has 84% and they got 73 in the minors. Nothing wrong with that, man. Oh, so we're just going to go ahead, moving on forward with that in mind. So now we are going to sim to next season and 100%, man. Honestly, you know what? I think we're just more or less going to stick with what we got, dude. Evan Bouchard does want to sign an extension, but he's probably going to want to still get, he wants to get like super paid, right? So we are going to have to wait moving forward. We got Johnny Drew in for 1 more year. I think we're just going to kind of stick with the team that we've got, see if we can move forward with what we have. I know we got snipers and playmakers and a 2-way forward or 2, or a power forward or 2, most likely coming up this year. Something tells me, whoa, oh, freaking, come on now, let's go. All right, we'll go to contracts, and something tells me Derek Hillen, we haven't signed him yet. So something tells me I want to sign him. Yeah, I don't have Derek Hillen signed yet, so we are going to sign him. He wants a 2-year, one-way contract, and I will give him... Yeah, you know what? I'll give him what he wants. 2 years, one way, $825,000 a year. So no matter what, he makes $825,000 a year. We got to go to view contracts again, see how much money we're spending. We've got $25 million in cap space. That's not so premium. So I think we are going to have to pick someone up, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at centers. What do we got? Ryan McFarland is our number 1 center. We need a number 2 center. That's what we need. Bunneman, I'm not going to use. Thinking about using Travis Kane or... No, I was Frankie Vetrano. Travis Kane will be a third-line center. Joshua Roy is going to be a number 1 winger. So we have a number 1 center, number 2, or number 3, and a number 4. So we need a number 2 center. Left wing, we've got Johnny Drouin, who's going to be probably, what, a number 2 left winger? I still can't see where he fits. Bolesky, I want on that top line. Walensky, I want on the second line. So we need a second-line center, and that's pretty much it. We got this Wilkinson kid, who is a left-wing two-way forward. Probably going to try and use him on the third line as a winger. Stu Suter is coming up, making his NHL debut. He could be on the fourth line, could not be on the fourth line. Two-way guy. We will find places for all these guys. But we got Mike Hickey, who's probably going to be on that third line. Pascal Ferland, likely on the fourth line. Nothing wrong with that. All right, on defense. So we need a second-line center is what we need. Other than that, we got Burmistrov, who is a, what is he again? He is a defensive defenseman. Rocking that second pairing. He's an unbelievable defenseman. Then we got Gabriel Somers, I guess, again with Evan Bouchard. On that third pairing, I wanted Lavasseur and Troy Riley. So Cale Fleury doesn't really matter. So we got Somers and Bouchard. We've got Burmistrov. Maybe Burmistrov and Cale Fleury, I guess. But he fits more in the third pairing. Maybe I'll do Cale Fleury with Lavasseur, and I'll put Riley with Burmistrov, and then use Rensfeld as a spare. So I think I'm just going to grab a couple spare forwards and maybe a defenseman for the minor league or so. We do need to sign a couple of guys for that AHL team, but I know, where does Pierre-Luc Dubois fit? Could we maybe, line 1. We need that second line center. I'm thinking Zach Brennan is an RFA, right? Yeah, he's an RFA. So first off, we're going to go to centers. What do we got, baby? Jeremy Bracco, third line guy, blah, 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 blah. Colin Wisniewski, I am assuming as well he is a restricted free agent. Yes, he is. What else do we got? Dewar, 31-year-old playmaking center. Connor Dewar, very good center. Could fit top 6. That's what you want to hear. And you know what? I'm thinking about just offering him a contract. Good playmaking center. Is that what I needed? I feel like, yeah. No. Because we got Walensky. Yeah, we got Walensky. I would like a two-way guy or maybe even a power forward center like this Wisniewski guy. I think that could work really, really well. We just need people that are not going to want a stupid amount of money. Like, what if we used like Trent Frederick or something? Nah, he doesn't fit anywhere. We might end up having to use a two-way guy as that center, which I'm not overly excited about. We got Jace Howrlock, Dewar. We could do playmaker, sniper. That could always work as well. You never know, man. We could go with Connor Dewar. He fits top 6. What about this Roussel guy? Fits on the Dorian Roussel. No. What else do we even have, right? Jeremy Bracco, that was Newski kid. Now, if we go to left wing, do we have any left wing centers? Not really, eh? We got Amir Stajan. He's actually a decent face-off guy. So you can get people that aren't necessarily centers, and you can put them on that center spot, right? Klim Kostin. Ooh, Klim Kostin. He's not that terrible of a centerman either, right? But we're going to go on all these like left wing, right wing, blah, 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 gobbledygook. No, we're going to go forwards, but we're going to go based on overall. So Carcillo, Adrian Carcillo, 74 faceoffs, fits line 1. Dewar, Wisniewski, what else do we got? Jeremy Bracco, Jesse Puljujarvi, he's out there. Top 6 for Jeremy Bracco. Jesse Puljujarvi's not a good center at all. What about anybody else, man? Brent Karkner? Oh my goodness, Brent Karkner, I remember you, buddy. I'm kind of considering going with Jeremy Bracco. Fits top 6. I think I'm going to go with Bracco. We had him once before. We can get him again. No other teams are interested in him. So what if I grab him for $4 million a year for 2 years, man? There you friggin' go. We'll go with Jeremy Bracco, man. Now let's see if he accepts. Otherwise, we might have to make a trade or something happen and see if we can get that working for us. Derek Hillen decided to accept. What else do we got? Come on, Jeremy Bracco, baby. Come on, Bracco. Come on, buddy. Well, you're really taking your time here with me. All right, there we go. Second line center in Jeremy Bracco. There is no one else I would like to trade for or get. I think we're going to stick with the team we got. I'm pretty happy with this moving forward. So we're going to get to September 13th. And then we're going to start editing lines. We're going to change our captains and stuff around a little bit. And then we'll see what we're dealing with. So I'll see you guys in September. All right, so the season ticket drive has ended. We've sold 96% of everything. We're getting to the 13th, and now we've got an interesting little decision to make here. Ryan McFarland is our longtime freaking captain on this team. He has been forever, and I believe he will most likely continue to be. What do we got for goals? They want us to win the regular season home opener, and they want 25 sellouts as a buyer. They want us to win the Stanley Cup this year. All right. That's what they're looking for. We're going to go to set captains. We're going to take a look at this team. We've got Ryan McFarland as the captain, Joshua Roy as our assistant captain. I kind of like that. And then we got Gabriel Somers. Okay, you know what? I'm actually pretty okay with that. And we got Hillen and McGratton as our goaltending tandem this season. And you know what? I'm actually pretty okay with this team right now, man. So we are going to go to edit lines, and we're going to see what we're dealing with here. So Drouin, McFarland, Bolesky. That's not what we want. He's a left winger. I wanted Joshua Roy, baby. There we go. +3. Then Bracco. I wanted Walensky. Wait, what's Drouin? He's a left shot, so we want to put him here. Put him on the right. He's a left shot. Jeremy Bracco fits relatively well. That Wilkinson feller. He's actually a pretty decent face-off guy, you know? Frankie Vetrano. I did want to put him on the 4th line. Maybe put like Travis Kane, Hickey, Wilkinson, Stu Suter. No, we don't want Bunnaman. That's what we don't want. What about Stu Suter? Nah, he's not a very good... Let's see, who do we got scratched? Pascal Furland. He's a sniper. Medvedov. But I just signed these guys to one-way deals, didn't I? Anyway, so Bunnaman was the guy we don't want, right? Frankie Vetrano as our 4th line center. What if we moved him up here? Wilkinson, we could move him down, move Suter up. Wilkinson is an 84 on the 4th line, right? But then we move on from Bunnaman. We don't have that 4th center because I wanted Vetrano down here. We only get a +1. Or I could move Hickey down to that 4th line. I don't really want him on the 4th line. I'd rather have him on the 3rd. So it'd be Bunnaman needs to get gone. What do we have in the minors? We've got Lance Maloney. Oh my God, he could be a center. Okay. So Lance Maloney is 77 overall. I'm thinking we're going to call him up. Oh man, what else did we have? Galiev, Surrey, Parenteau looking solid, man. Charlie Pratt. What else do we got? Ivan Kulikov. And Filbert. 4th round pick by us. Galiev. I don't know that I really want him up here. He's an offensive guy. He's a defensive guy. What if Parenteau fits up here? Oh, Parenteau and Surrey. Look at this. And then Pratt. Galiev and Pratt. Hilbert Kulikov. That's just going to have to do, man. But I'm thinking we might call up my boy Lance Maloney, who 2 years ago was the 5th overall pick, man. Quickest guy in the world. Oh my God, look at his defensive awareness, man. Faster than hell and all the defensive awareness in the world. So we're going to go to roster moves. We're going to call up Lance Maloney, and we are going to move down my boy Bunnaman. Then we're going to go into the system, call up Lance Maloney. Levasseur, I wanted him to come up too. Oh, damn, I really wanted to call him up too. Yeah, Levasseur is going to come up. We go in the system. We have certain guys that are on one-way contracts, man. I think it's going to end up being Furlan that gets sent down. We're going to go with it this way. Yep, we will be required to fix our lines. And we're going to see what works the absolute best Putting together half a goddamn team here, man. So this Wilkinson fella, yeah, I said his face-offs aren't too bad. So Stu Suter, the rookie playmaker, with Mike Hickey and Owen Wilkinson. So two-way playmaker, sniper. That's a pretty decent friggin' little line we got going on there. Kane, Vetrano, and we will have to fill it with, what about Medvedov? He fits quite well. I'm just going to go straight up scratched, though, where we've got Lance Maloney, who I don't exactly want to lose either. Lance Maloney could fit really good on that third line. And then Levasseur, where does he fit? He fits on the top line, offensively. That's not what I want to see. Medvedov fits pretty well. Maloney fits slightly worse, but he fits great on the third line. So Medvedov, we're going to put him down here so we get that +1. He's a left winger. What is his defense again? 85. Frankie Vetrano is 86. Travis Kane is 89, baby. Stu Suter, 84. Wilkinson, 86. Mike Hickey, 82. Not terrible. But Stu Suter is the playmaker. Wilkinson, two-way. Mike Hickey, sniper. Okay, I don't mind this. I can kind of work with this, man. We got halfway decent defensive awareness in that bottom six. I love our top two lines, man. Jude Bolesky is most certainly going to be ready for a contract extension. Then we got Gabriel Somers and Evan Bouchard. Burmistrov and Fleury. Oh my goodness. Troy Riley, what are we doing, man? So it'd have to be Rensfeld, who fits kind of nowhere. We could kind of make Rensfeld work up there. I was thinking about using him as our spare anyway. Levasseur, he kind of works everywhere. What if I was to do it this way? No. See, I don't want to do that either. We do +3, Riley and Levasseur. See, it's Troy Riley, man. He doesn't fit anywhere. Levasseur kind of fits everywhere, you know. He fits better than Troy Riley. I don't exactly want to just get rid of Troy Riley. But Rensfeld, something tells me he fits a little better. Two-way guy. They get no kind of bonus at all. I know he's a rookie, man, but he is elite. And if you put him on that top line with like a legitimate #1 guy, what if we did it this way? I don't know if I like that either. What if we put Rensfeld up there with Burmistrov and put Levasseur down here with Cale Fleury on that third pairing? Levasseur has 83. Bouchard, 83. They have the... You know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it this way. This is the way we're going to do it. And you want to know why? Because if you look at Evan Bouchard, he has 83 defensive awareness. And so does Levasseur. They have identical defensive awareness. And you know what? Pascal Levasseur is only 18 years old, and he is going to grow as the season moves along. By the end of this year, he could be 81, 82 overall. I would rather have two defensive lines with a +3. Maybe it drops us back in the standings just a tiny little bit this season, and I'm kind of fine with that. What if I was to throw Wilkinson down here because he's kind of that throwaway player for us, and use Frankie Vetrano up here instead? That way we've got really, really friggin' solid fourth line, man. And he fits really well on the fourth. He fits well on the fourth. He fits super well on the fourth. What is it? Playmaker, two-way forward. Something tells me they should have a better... they should have better bonuses, man. But Stu Suter, Frank Vetrano, and Mike Hickey works just fine. Walensky, Bracco, and Drouin. Joshua Roy, Ryan McFarland, and Jude Bolesky, man. Ryan McFarland is kind of like the guy that doesn't fit, you know? Who else could... No, nobody can go up there, eh? All right, so I'm going to deal with some special teams real quick. That's just going to have to do, man. In net, McGratton did not grow, so he still got backup. He's kind of a backup goalie, but... Derek Hillen as a backup, 7th round pick 5 years ago, and he is in the net in the National Hockey League. I think our team is strong enough that they should do okay, and who knows, man, maybe Derek Hillen could be our starter for the year, you know? 7th round pick, man. Absolutely unreal. But we're going to start with David McGratton, and we're going to see how we feel. Then we'll go back to edit lines where Pierre Laflamme is 74 overall, man. 3rd round pick last year, 20 years old, 6 foot, 194. Stefan Jacobson is 21. He was a 4th round pick. I love it, man. I kind of love it. All right, what do we got here? I'm going to go best lines, where that's Bunnaman. We don't want Bunnaman down there, man. We'll put, what about Frolov with BXS, which then Tarnasky, will put him up on not that line. He is not even a center. Stu Sato is not terrible on the faceoffs. Then we got Kim Landeskog, Rich Eliash, Longy, Daryl Lupel is a power forward. +1, +0. We go with this. +3. I like that a lot better. Does this work any better? No. Loops. We could swap that out and get them that big plus. What about you, Sato? No. Longy. That's a +1, +1, +1. I'm a little better about that. And then Bunnaman. I think Bunnaman might kind of be the problem here, right? Petrie. He fits 4th line. What is he? Xavier Petrie is a playmaking left winger. Well, no, I didn't mean to do that. All right, so we're going to have to go to Bunnaman. We're going to have to scratch him. And we're going to have to toss this Petrie fella out there, man. +1, +1, +1, +1. We'll go down here where it's Parenteau and Surrey, Galiev and Pratt, Hilbert and Kulikov. And then pretty decent damn goaltending. So I think our AHL team should be just freaking fine, man. We may have taken a step back here, but this is the team we are going to be moving forward with. We got that new coaching staff that also includes Mark Scheifele. So this year is going to be an interesting one, man. We got a bunch of friggin' rookies that came up. It's going to be interesting to see what this team can pull off. Anyway, that is going to do it for this one. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. There's new videos coming all the freaking time. And until next time, you beautiful melon farmers, have a good one.